Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and in this video you will learn how to read the ruler.
Check it out. Check it out.
Rulers are very useful in taking measurements. Most rulers has two markings on two sides. One side is for measuring inches, while the other side is for measuring centimeters and millimeters. So here we have the inches and the centimeter and millimeter. The small lines that we see in a ruler, they also have a name. So they are called the increment lines. So the small lines there are called the increment lines. In 1 inch, there are 16 increment lines. In 1 inch, there are 16 increment lines, and they are equals to, these lines are equals to 116, 216, 316, 416, and so on and so forth until to the 16th line, which is the 1 inch. In centimeter, 1 centimeter is equals to 10 millimeters. So when you try to count the lines there, in 1 centimeter there are 10 lines. So 1 centimeter is equals to 10 millimeters. So they usually come together. So now let's go to our first example. Here we have an inch ruler. So supposedly you are measuring an object and it falls from this line, from 0 to 8. So you got that measurement from 0 to 8. So as what I have said earlier, that these lines are equals to 116, 216, 3, so on and so forth. So we have here 816. But 816 is not that correct reading. So we will reduce this one. So we will divide it by 2. So to have that correct reading, because we don't want to say that it is 816 inch. No, so we will reduce this one. So we will divide it by 2. So we will have 48. 48 is still divisible by 2 because 48 is 4 is an even number, you know. So divide by 2, then we will have 2/4. 2/4 is still can be divided by 2. So divide it by 2. And then we will have our final answer, which is the 1/2. So if you are measuring an object and it falls from these lines, you will not read that as 816, but rather you will reduce this one. So we have here 1/2. So it also makes sense because 16 in an inch there are 16 increment lines. So 16, the half of 16 is 8. So it makes sense that your measurement is half an inch. Okay, so you will not read that as 816, but rather reduce this one, and our final answer is 1/2 inch. Another example, we have again here an inch ruler. So supposedly you are measuring an object and it falls from these lines. So we have from 0 to 1 inch until to the 4th increment lines. So we have here 1 and 4/16 inches. But you will not read it as 1 and 4 16 inches. So same process. Same process. Divide 4 and 16 by 2. So same process. Divide 4 and 16 by 2. So divide it by 2, then we will have 4 8. 4 8 is still an even number. Sorry, we have 2 8. So 2 8 is still an even number. So we still need to reduce that. So divide it by 2 again. Then we will have our final answer is 1/4. So if you are measuring an object and it falls from these lines, so you will not read that as 1 and 4 16 inches, but rather you will read that as 1 and 1/4 inches. Okay, so reduce. You will not read that as 4/16, but reduce that one. So let's have another example. Now let's have centimeters and millimeter. So as what I have told you earlier, that 1 centimeter is equals to 10 millimeter. So when you try to cut that 1 centimeter, it has 10 lines. So that is 10 millimeter. So supposedly you are measuring an object and it falls from these lines from 0 to the 7th increment lines in the centimeter side of the ruler. So when you count that one, we will have 17 lines. So when you count that one, we will have 17 lines. So in centimeter, it is 1.7. In millimeter, it is 17 millimeters. And now you know when you are measuring an object, so if you are measuring it in centimeter, so you will know that it is 1.7, and in millimeter it is 17 millimeter. So now let's have another example. So supposedly you are measuring an object and it falls from 2 centimeters until to the 4th increment lines. So in centimeter, it is 2.4 centimeters, but in millimeter, it is 24 millimeters. So that is how it goes. It's very simple. And now, before we end this video, let us apply your learning. So let us have some exercises for you to answer. You can pause this video and resume playing after you got your answer. I hope that you learned something from this video, and please don't forget to like and click the subscribe button and also the notification bell for you to not miss more and upcoming informative videos. Thank you for watching, and God bless.